Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back in another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Dragon Ball Super Episode 35 review. So, well, we got some new stuff, and, you know, the continuation of the Universe 6 here with Vegeta. You know, as the last episode, he, you know, basically, you know, wanted to fight Frost. So that's what happened. He was going to fight Frost. And, you know, Frost established how he cheated in this. He was using venom in his arm or whatever. And Vegeta's like, go ahead, use it. 'Cause the referee is like, no, you can't use that. Is like, and then Frost, being sinister as he was, he just basically was like, you know, the only rule it wouldn't be acceptable this whole killing rule, you know, because I guess he wanted to kill him too or whatever. It's like, we'll have to just worry about that if that comes to pass. And he's like, come on, go ahead, you know, because Vegeta, he just wants to knock Frost out at this point. He just literally wants to knock Frost out. And that's basically what he does. He takes him out, punches him, like, right through the wall. And so Champa told Vadus to, you know, fix the wall up there because the wall broke again. Vegeta basically took him out in one punch. Pretty cool. He got his revenge on Frost. Frost does not die, though. That's just, you know, because they can't kill. So Vegeta won. He won, people. There you go. He beat Frost. I still want to know why Frost didn't go Golden Frieza or Golden Frost or Silver Frost. Maybe he goes Silver Frost. Silver Frost. It's Silver Frost, people. It's Silver Frost. No, it's Silver Frost. You gotta know. You gotta know it's Silver Frost because it's Frost. Because think about it. He's blue, right? He wears blue, you know, instead of purple. So it wouldn't make sense for him to be silver. Like, or something like that. Silver Frost. Maybe. I don't know. But he doesn't have that form, which I think is kind of weird. That he doesn't have, like, a form like Frieza, since he's been probably not dead for a long time. He's probably never been dead, as I said before, since he pretends to be a good guy. You know, but it's only for his self-owned gain. Everyone's a pawn to him, basically. So Vegeta wins. Everyone's like happy, you know. There's the whole thing, Bulma, you know, when he was talking about the rules, he was like, oh, you know, he's starting to be the hero, and I'm like, no, Vegeta just wants to beat the crap out of him. He doesn't want to be a hero. He just wants to beat the crap out of him, because he's basically Frieza. Well, he's not Frieza, but you know, well, not really similar, but you know, he's the Frieza half of Universe 6. So, well, after this, Champa decides to make a rule change. And, well, actually, no, actually, I'm sorry. Before that happens, Goku, or Beerus looks over Goku after the fight's over, with Vegeta and Frost. And he basically looks to see where the poison is. And he finds it in Goku's arm. Where the poison was, or where Frost put the poison at. And because of this, Beerus complains and says to Champa that Goku should get another shot. Because of this. And so that's what happened. So Goku is back in the tournament, people. He gets a second opportunity. But Vegeta's still going to be fighting. So I don't know how the structure works there. You know, because he's back in. He gets another chance. But he has to now wait for Vegeta to lose. So, but Goku then says, you know, maybe I should be after Namaku then. And Beerus is like, no, you will be after Vegeta if Vegeta, you know, gets taken out. So, And then, he starts, making small talk. He wants to know, like, what Namaka is about. And Beerus is like, no, you don't need to know about this. Go, just worry about your match and stuff like that. And we says that Namaku's unconscious since the Kamehameha. I'm not sure if he's talking about the one from the first fight or if he's talking about something different. But he's been unconscious, apparently. And Beerus was kind of defensive, so I don't exactly know what's the problem. And we, says about the secret. There's a secret. So we'll have to wait and see what Namaku's power is. Beerus claimed that, Namaku took out a planet accidentally by tapping, or by the people kept going up to him or whatever. We don't know how true that is. So we'll see what happens with Namaku later on. But Goku will be after Vegeta, basically. While this is going on, Champa decided to make a rule change without Beerus' okay, and Beerus got pissed about it. He goes right up to Champa. He says, you can't change the rules and stuff like that. You said I was in charge of making this the stadium or whatever, making the ring and stuff like that. And he is like, I didn't agree to you changing the rules. Basically, the rule is there's like this green square thing in front of the circle thing, and this is, to protect the circle thing from being destroyed again. And he says, we have to worry about the spectators, yada, yada, yada. And Beerus is like, I don't care about that. I'm a destroyer. So apparently Champa is more caring about his civilians destroyer, which is kind of weird since Champa's supposed to be a destroyer. But Champa actually cares about the guests, apparently. So, don't know what that means there, but they have this square thing, and basically if the competitors touch the square thing, kind of like the other world tournament, they're automatically disqualified, and that counts as a ring out, basically from here on out. So they play rock, paper, scissors to decide if this rule is going to stay in effect. They all tie up. Over 9,000 times they do this, and it's all tied up, so they just Beerus just says forget it and just goes with the rules, I guess. While this is going on, Frost decides to, actually he was already out of the atmosphere by that point anyways, but he decides to go, in the, out of planet there. And he, is about to take this treasure because they show a flashback of all this treasure that they can win if their team wins. If Universe 6 wins, Champa. There's a flashback with Champa saying this. So now Frost, since he lost, he's not going to get anything. So he's just going to take it himself, I guess. So that's what he decides to do. He's going to try to take it out with the ship and stuff like that, steal with the ship and fly away with it. And then you hear the person in the background says, stop it. And it's the debut of Hit officially. He was acknowledged as Hit by Frost. And Frost claims that he's an assassin, or bounty to take him out and stuff like that. And Hit just basically takes out Frost with one hit without actually touching him, might I add. You see these little beams on his bodies, takes him out. And Frost says, how could you have hit me without even hitting me? And Hit basically tells him, I didn't do this for someone else or whatever there. I did this because of the reward that I was promised. So basically he took him out because he didn't want him to take the reward that he was promised, which means I guess he's arrogant enough to actually win, or thinks he's going to win without actually having to do anything apparently there. Also in the background, you can see Vadus. Vadus is basically saying, oh, good, I'm glad I didn't have to come in and step in and these matters be handled by themselves. Because I guess she would have probably had to step in had Hit not taken out Frost. So she would have taken him out. So then we get back to the fight. You got Vegeta now fighting still, and he is fighting this robot thing, lava. It's got lava inside of it, built into it. So I think they called it Marden. Kind of rhymes with Armageddon, I think they said. I thought they were saying Armageddon for a while, but it felt like it sounded like an M. Mardengeddon, something like that. I couldn't really make out. I'll have to look it up again, but it was a really weird name there. I thought, because it sounded like Armageddon, but it didn't. Kind of weird, if you ask me there. I probably said it not correctly, but I thought it sounded like Marmageddon or something like that. He's fighting Vegeta. Vegeta is just, when the match starts, Vegeta is out, like, quickening him because, the robot is just he's too, like, slow with his punches and stuff like that. And Vegeta's just like, oh, this is going to be easy, basically. And then, he starts powering up his little lava head steam thing there. And all of a sudden, he starts going really quick. And Vegeta has got to, he says close combat's not going to work anymore. So he's got to keep his distance away from him. But he's restricted because of the square rule now in effect. And Piccolo, I think, even pointed this out there. So Vegeta eventually goes Super Saiyan. This robot just keeps using the steam thing. I believe the Kais questioned about, their version of it, and, the Universe 6 Kais basically said, I'm sure you have one. And then they were like, oh yeah, might be one like that. So they have their own universe version there. But we'll see where that goes. But this lava, he starts using this lava. The robot starts using the lava attack, shooting at Vegeta. Vegeta is using energy blasts. Beerus questions if it's legal because it looks like a flamethrower. But they did say it's legal. It's part of his body. So it's legal to use these lava attacks. Vegeta's flying around. He's restricted again because of the square thing there. But eventually he's starting to get his groove. But then, because, he's where he needs to be. Try and take him out, but then Beerus is like, Goku's like, yeah, he's gonna take him out, and Whis like, I'm not sure about that. Look at the atmosphere, and you can see Vegeta is like all of a sudden, breathing heavily and stuff like that because of the smoke, and because the smoke's all around and stuff like that. So, the heat's getting to Vegeta there, the elements. So it's getting a little tough for Vegeta now. He's going to have to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, people. He's going to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, I think, here. No, probably not. But he's got to do something to take out this robot there, because, this robot's got his number. So that's going on right now. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. I thought it was an okay episode. Vegeta taking out Frost the way he did was kind of like, it just kind of made him look weak. That's the only thing I like. It made, cause well, he cheated, but it makes him look weak as a villain too, because it's like, I was thinking Frost was like really like supposed to be strong, but he doesn't look that strong at all. Now again, we're comparing Dragon Ball Super like strength now, though. But the thing is Frost, I would think, has been alive all this time. He hasn't been resurrected like Vegeta or like Frieza was, because I don't think ever died. I don't think he ever died in his universe, because he was always known as a good guy. So I don't think he was ever killed. And if that's the case, I would have thought Frost would have been stronger than Frieza, because Frieza had never trained in his life until he was brought back. But the way Vegeta kind of just made him his bitch, basically, it kind of doesn't apply to that. Especially, it doesn't seem that he even knows about a Golden Frieza form, which in his case would be a Golden Frost form, or a Silver Frost form, because I think Frost's form is Silver, because it would make sense, because Frieza's golden, so I mean it would be the opposite, because he's got blue. So it would kind of make more sense for him to be a Silver type Frost, but we'll see if that ever happens. But it is heavily implied that he doesn't even know about it, which again makes him even weaker, and he took him out pretty quickly. As for the robot, I'm actually kind of surprised that he is as crafty. Obviously, Vegeta has to adjust to it, which I think he will. I do think Vegeta will win this fight. But there's still him. There's still the robot. There's still the other Saiyan from Universe 6. And then there is Hit, which we've seen a little bit of Hit, take out Frost. So obviously Hit is probably going to be last. Most likely Goku will be the one that probably fights him, since he gets a second chance because of the cheating Frost did. So I'm thinking Vegeta is probably going to win the robot fight. And then I think he's going to lose to the Saiyan, because you got to remember they all have to fight them. Obviously he took out Frost pretty easily, but with not really even trying. But at the same time, his power's been really decreased because of this robot's like lava power here, putting the heat in the atmosphere. So something tells me this is going to give an edge for when he has to go up against the Saiyan, because I believe the Saiyan, the Universe 6 Saiyan, is going to have something that the Saiyans don't know about yet, because it's the only thing that makes sense. He's been very defensive of not knowing any abilities and stuff like that they had, like the monkey tail or the Super Saiyan, or not knowing about the Super Saiyan. There's got to be more to it than that, and I think he's hiding it until he goes up against Vegeta or Goku. So then I think Goku's going to take him out, and then Goku's going to go up against Hit. That's what I think's going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of where I'm predicting they're going with this. Unless they decide to use Namaku, which we still don't know the secret now, because Beerus apparently has a secret about Namaku that we don't know about. So maybe we'll see more about Namaku soon. But he's supposed to be last, so I don't know how he's ever going to touch the field if Goku and Vegeta take these guys out. That's about it for this week's review for episode 35. Very happy. As you guys all know, I did my unboxing of Volume 2, which it will officially be available October 30th for the revival of F. Not sure how Universe 6 will be sold once Universe 6 is wrapped up, which is supposed to be wrapped up in mid-November. then they go to a filler arc for 6 weeks, for 6 episodes. So I don't know if that will be with it, or if that will be included with it, or if it will be treated as 2 different things. Not sure exactly how they are going to work that in. But that is this week's episode. Let me know what you guys think about this week's episode. Like I said, all the groups, Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z English dub groups, are in the description box for English dub fans. And Adult Swim stream service for Dragon Ball Super, which is completely legal to watch, as I said before, will be in the description box too. Free to watch for the episodes that do not have the key thing next to it. That will be description box as well. And that's about it for this review. Overall, pretty good review. I'm glad Goku was back in the tournament. Gets another chance after Frost the Cheater cheated to win. So that's about it. Comment, rate. If you like this video or my other videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.